Hey everyone, we're doing another Tesla Model 3 full self-drive with version 14.2.2.4. We're going to navigate back to the barn. We've just dropped off our package at Whole Foods to return through Amazon. We've already programmed our destination in to go home, and then we'll say start self-drive. We're going to have to leave the busy Whole Foods parking lot. We'll be taking a left-hand turn, I think, once we get out of the driveway here. Let's see how we do. We have a lot of traffic here. So getting out of this lot through the left-hand turn is not easy. I think we're going to try to go for it on this break, huh? Nope. We will not make that. That driver in that red truck closes the gap. FSD's like, nope, we'll wait. So we'll see how we do. This intersection is pretty crazy. It's kind of like an impossible left-hand turn. There's no way to make a safe left here. Okay, I think we're going to start pulling out. What do you think? We've got cars pulling in from every which way here. Cars have stopped on the left-hand side, so we're going to go ahead and try to make our left-hand turn. And you couldn't ask for better than that. We got our gap. We found it. That is a crazy, impossible left-hand turn. I usually don't take that left-hand turn. Look at this guy pulling in front. Tesla slows down, lets him through. Here we have a traffic light. It's green, so we should go right through. Up after this hill, we'll come upon another light. Well, we should just be going straight through, so it shouldn't be very challenging. We get through the first set of lights, and we get through the second set of lights. Very good. That was pretty easy. Standard mode is driving a little quick at about 45 miles an hour to 40, but feels pretty good. Kind of moving with the flow of traffic. Speed limit's just gone up to 45. It's about 35 degrees outside. We're a little above freezing. Looking forward to getting rid of this snow. Coming up on a light. This is a four-way intersection. It can be pretty busy. So we'll come to a nice smooth stop and wait for the green. It is amazing how good this FSD actually is. I have a hardware 4 vehicle, and it does really, really well. Here we have a merge coming up. We'll go from 2 lanes to 1 lane. Presented no challenges. Light coming up. Looks green at this point. And shortly after that, we have a second traffic light. That's the first light. Here's our second light in series, and it's turning red. So we'll just come to a stop and wait for the green. After this, we'll merge from 2 lanes to 1. We'll see how FSD does with that. have the green light, but no one's going. And here we do our merge. Up ahead, we'll split back into 2 lanes, and we have a traffic light in another one. Looks like we're picking our left lane for this intersection. .37 degrees outside, 5 degrees above freezing. Maybe we'll get rid of some of this snow soon. We have the green light. And we proceed through the intersection. Looks like the person on our right turned right, so we won't have an issue with our merge. Should be pretty easy here. Stay in our lane. On this part of the road, we have vehicles coming from the left. None here at the moment. We have vehicles coming from the right as well. None at the moment. So as we proceed, we'll be taking a left-hand turn up ahead. There's no light, so we'll just have to wait for our turn to safely make our left. Okay, we're moving over to the left so we can make our turn. And here's our left-hand turn. This will be easy. Very nice. Up ahead, we have a couple of four-way intersections. They only have blinking lights, so we'll just basically wait our turn to get through the intersection. Here's our first four-way intersection. We have the blinking red light. We'll come to the complete stop at the stop line, and then we'll move forward once any other vehicles at the intersection before us proceed. There's our stop line. We stop, we pull up, and we look good. Now we'll come to the second four-way intersection, which is a busier intersection. It is also a blinking red light. Here's our stop line. We come to a complete stop. And we go. Very nice. As we turn the bend, we have a mail truck pulled over. We should be able to just angle left and pass. We slow down, we stop, and we say, okay. We didn't stop. We slowed down, we were cautious, and we passed them. I do think there's a bit of hesitation where there doesn't need to be. Maybe it's the flashing lights on the mail truck that says, hey, Tesla, I'm here. And Tesla says, maybe I should come to a stop. So you could feel it kind of hesitated a bit with that. But it was pretty safe. It didn't come to a jerking stop at all. It just slowed us down to make sure we were safe. And we kept proceeding forward to pass that mail truck. In one of my previous videos, we basically came up to the parked mail truck and stopped. And we stopped. And then finally the mail truck moved up to the next mailbox. And after that, we did pass the mail truck. So there might be something there with mail trucks with flashing lights that confuse it a bit. We're going to have to come to a slowdown here. We have a vehicle turning left. Handled that pretty well. Kind of follow this road around the bend to the left and then the right, and then about a mile up we'll make our right hand turn. It's kind of a soft right, so it's an easy turn to make. Doing a nice job. We're doing about 39 miles an hour to 40. Feels really good. Very relaxing. We're almost at the soft right, so we'll probably see our signal go on shortly for that. A little activity on the right here in the driveway. We move over to be safe, and now we'll put our right signal on to turn right. so I'm trying to stabilize it just a little bit by holding it in place. At the end of this road, we're going to be taking a right-hand turn. And that will bring us close to our destination. This oil tanker is taking a left-hand turn. I'll tell you, that's one thing I don't miss about these Teslas are oil changes and gasoline fill-ups. Do not miss that a bit. Looks like the big rig is making his left-hand turn. All right. We're looking at this intersection. We come to the stop line and stop. No one's coming on the left. And off we go. Once we go up this hill and around the bend, we're going to have a left-hand turn to make. So we'll see how we do with that. I love that these snowbanks are getting smaller. Good riddance. Here's our left-hand turn. And that went very well. We'll be making a right-hand turn up here to our destination, and we will park in the driveway. Phone, I think we slipped out of our holder a little bit. And there you have it. Another FSD 14.2.2.4 video has completed, and we've gotten home. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.